welcome back to the studio. I just want to thank everyone that's commenting and liking and sharing. That's so really nice of everybody. But this week it's going to be a little bit different. I kind of am doing a demo. It's more my intuitive style. I hope you're enjoying it. Last week I was doing it, but we kind of had a serious discussion. This week I'm continuing on that, but we're making some, I think this is dry, hold on. We're making some texture paste, or modeling paste, I should say. And that's gonna be fun. You can buy it, but I had the materials on hand and I just wanted to see if I could do it. So let's go see how we do that and how we're having some fun with that. Okay, we're going to make our own modeling paste today, or texture paste, I think some other places call that. So I was just showing you I'm using some old talcum powder or baby powder, a quarter cup. I did have a little bit over, but a quarter cup, and then a tablespoon of any glue, and Elmer's glue. I'm using some Mod Podge, as you can see. I didn't have a tablespoon, so I did 3 teaspoons because that equals a tablespoon. And some acrylic paint. So I think I started with a tablespoon, but you'll see that. And I ended up having to add more. But start with at least a tablespoon and go from there. But this all really started because I had seen an artist, and she does watercolor and was using some modeling paste. And I thought that would be great to try. And I don't have any, but I started looking around, and I have that. I keep telling you, every time I have to use that acrylic white, that Master's Touch acrylic paint, I hate it. But I had it, and I thought that this would be great to use. There you go. That, I don't like that at all. But for this texture paste or modeling paste, this is great. The cheaper the acrylic paint, the better. So I just kind of wanted to find some use for it, to use it, because I didn't want it to just sit there. So I started looking into modeling paste and looking at ingredients, and came across some other YouTube channels that make it. They were more craft and like junk journaling. I don't really do that, but I saw that they were making something similar, and so thought I'd give it a try. So I came up with this, and like I said, I did end up using maybe closer to 2 tablespoons of acrylic paint. But you have to also keep in mind that this is really thick. It's not like the Liquitex acrylic paint that I normally use. I mixing it, and I want it to, you can make it as thick or as thin as you like, but just keep in mind that if you want to make it thinner, that it probably won't, like if you use it on stencils or whatever, be raised. It will kind of flatten out. So like I say, just mix it to the consistency that you are looking for. And I obviously am going to be using this in multiple different ways, so I kind of wanted it thicker. And if I end up wanting it thinner, I can certainly take a little bit out of this container and thin it. So that's why I just go for a thicker consistency. to start, and then you can obviously thin it out. It's harder to thicken it up than to thin it out. And it's really hard to stir. It's thick. It's still thick. What did I end up putting it in? I did not use it all, and I had a smaller Mod Podge container, bottle, and I just poured it in there. Let me see how it looks. It's supposed to last for months. Yeah, it's still fine. I think they said in the crafting community, the stuff that they make lasts for like 3 months. So I'm assuming this is very similar. Oh, I got paint all over me now. I opened that container. So I'm sure as long as it's sealed up good, and I'm going to be using it, pretty much daily. I try to do some sort of creative art every day. So I'm sure it won't even last 3 months. So that's also convenient, mixing your own, because you can just mix up what you're going to use, and you can make it the consistency you like. And also, I'm using white acrylic. I was just thinking that you could use a different color. You could use black or blue or whatever. It doesn't have to be white paint. If you choose to do that, you can certainly use whatever acrylic paint you want. That's cool too. All right, we're going to see how it works. Just trying to figure out which way I wanted to, or even where I wanted to put the texture. So I just pulled out one of my stencils. I still don't even know what I'm doing with this painting, so it doesn't really matter. Just taking an old credit card and scraping up some of the paste and spreading it on there. This first one, I didn't get it as thick as I did on the next two, but of course I didn't really think about it then either. But after I did these next two, I figured out how to get it thicker in the stencil. I'm also thinking of other materials that I could use instead of baby powder. Maybe sand. Oh, because this also, I saw an artist put sand in gesso. So that got me thinking, well, can I make my own paste? So that really, kind of got me really thinking about what to use, sand or baking soda. I think you could use a bunch of stuff. So there it is. Look at that. It's definitely texture and raised. I love it. So that's it for this week. You stay messy, playful, and wild.